The Grasshopper and the Wind. On a bright and breezy afternoon, in the heart of a sun-drenched meadow, a grasshopper stood at the edge of a field, his tiny legs twitching with anticipation. His emerald green body blended perfectly with the tall, swaying grasses, but his mind was elsewhere. It wasn't the cool shade beneath the trees that called to him, nor the sweet scent of the blooming wildflowers that beckoned him. No, it was the vast open sky above, and the wind, always the wind, that seemed to whisper his name. He had a challenge to face, a test of his strength and spirit. You see, the grasshopper was no ordinary hopper. He was known for his incredible leaps, his ability to cover great distances in the blink of an eye. Yet there was something about the wind that always made him feel unsure. Every time he hopped against it, he felt the force pulling him back, slowing him down, leaving him frustrated and just a little bit defeated. His friends, the bees, the birds, the butterflies, they could all go with the wind, but not him. He fought against it every time, convinced that was the only way to prove his worth. But today, something was different. The wind began to pick up, gusting through the meadow with a soft roar that seemed to say, "Come, leap with me." The grasshopper paused, his legs tensed, poised for another attempt against it. But just as he was about to launch himself, a sudden thought swept through him like the breeze. What if he didn't fight it this time? With a hesitant breath, the grasshopper turned to face the wind head-on. His wings fluttered nervously, but there was a glimmer of curiosity in his eyes. He took a small hop and then another, each movement propelled forward, not by his own force, but by the wind at his back. The sensation was strange at first, like being carried along by an invisible hand. His body soared through the air, faster and farther than he'd ever thought possible. The ground beneath him blurred as the wind pushed him forward, faster than he could even think. It was like dancing with the sky itself, and for the first time in his life, the grasshopper felt free, unburdened, effortless, weightless. The wind wasn't something to fight, to resist. It was a force to embrace, a partner in his journey. As he soared higher, he realized something profound. Sometimes, the hardest battles aren't the ones against the forces that slow us down, but the ones we fight within ourselves. The wind wasn't his enemy, and neither were the challenges he faced. It was all about how he chose to approach them. The grasshopper's heart swelled with understanding. He had been so focused on struggling, on proving himself by doing things the hard way, that he had never given himself the chance to let go and trust the natural rhythm of things. And so, he let go. He let the wind carry him across the meadow, his body flying effortlessly through the air, and for the first time, he felt as though he was exactly where he was supposed to be. As the wind began to slow, the grasshopper floated gently back to the ground, his heart still racing, his body alive with energy. He landed softly, his legs trembling from the thrill of the ride. He looked around, feeling a deep sense of peace that had eluded him for so long. The wind had taught him something invaluable today, that sometimes in life we don't need to push so hard. We don't always have to struggle against the forces that seem to hold us back. Sometimes we just need to let go, trust the journey, and allow ourselves to be carried forward by the winds of change. And with that, the grasshopper hopped off into the distance, no longer fighting the breeze but dancing with it, leaping higher, farther, and freer than ever before. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.